So we have y equals 1 over 20. And why do you think it's 20? 4 times 5. And that's it? Oh, x squared. Done. Okay so far? Example 3. Focus is at 2, 0. The directrix is at x equals negative 2. So the focus is at 2, 0. The directrix crosses the x-axis at negative 2. So somebody who hasn't talked yet, tell me which direction this opens. To the right? So like this? Doesn't it surround the focus? So it's got to open to the right, right? So wait, how did I just choose where the vertex was? Oh, I just went right in the middle? Okay, good job. Okay, so the vertex then is at the origin again. That's nice. What's the value of p in this problem? 2. Okay, so what's the equation? Why? Why is it x equals? As it opens left or right, right? So x equals 1 over what? One over what? It's still 4p, right? Not just p. So 8 y squared.
Wait, why is the vertex at the origin?
Why is the vertex at the origin? It's a good question. Remember, the vertex is halfway in between the focus and the directrix. That's also how we figured out p was 2, because it's the distance from the vertex to the focus. Okay? Questions? Example 4. Directrix. X equals negative 12. Vertex is at the origin. Which way does it open? Somebody who hasn't talked yet, which way does it open? Does it open toward the vertex, or does it open away from the vertex? So which way does it open? To the right. Oh, my problem is even with the sounds are looking pretty wonky today. Sorry about that. What's the value for p? 12. So what's the equation? Why is it x and not y? Okay, so 1 over 48. Where'd you get 48? Oh, 4 times 12. Okay. That's great. Done. Questions? Okay. Example 5. For example 5, I'm going to give you the equation. And I'm going to ask you for the focus, the directrix, the axis of symmetry. You okay if I put that for axis of symmetry? And the vertex. Tell me which way this opens first before we start. Which one's squared? X squared, that's the one we're used to. That's the functional parabola, so it's going to open. Why does it open up? Because it's positive, right? Okay. If it opens up, and where's my vertex? 0, 0. And you know that because why? Is there anything being added or subtracted to the x? Anything being added or subtracted to the end of the equation? So the vertex is at 0, 0. So if this is my vertex, and we know it opens up, how far away from my vertex is my focus? Because, okay, so my p-value is 9. Okay, so somebody who hasn't answered yet, where's my focus? Zero, 9. It's up here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my focus right there, isn't it? Here's my vertex. That's my focus. Where's my directrix? Okay, I really need you guys to spread this around and not keep the same people answering, okay? I appreciate those of you who are answering. I just need to make sure everybody gets a chance to answer. Is that fair? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if the focus is up 9, the directrix is down 9 from the vertex, right? So what's the equation of that line right there? Y equals -9. And where's the axis of symmetry? It's the axis, isn't it? The y-axis? And what's the equation of the y-axis? X equals 0. Do you notice that the directrix and the axis of symmetry start with different letters? Will it always be that way? Because we didn't write the axis of symmetry, but it's this way, right? Y equals 0. Directrix is x equals. This one would be this way, which is the x-axis. That would be... Wait, what am I saying? X equals 0. Directrix is y equals 4. Does that make sense? But the directrix and the equation start with the same. If it's in the form that we're working with, right? Okay. Directrix x equals the equation x equals. Directrix x equals the equation x equals. Directrix y equals the equation y equals. Yeah? Okay. Any questions about this one? Example 6. X equals -1/12 y squared. Please tell me the focus, the directrix, the axis of symmetry, and the vertex. What do I need first? Okay, where's the vertex? 0, 0. And why is it at 0, 0? Nothing being added or subtracted inside the y or outside the y, right? Okay. Vertex is 0, 0. Okay. What else do we need to know? Well, we need to know all these things, but what do we need to know first before we can do any of these things? We can talk about which way it opens. How does it open? It's either down or left because it's negative, right? So that's a good observation. But which variable is squared? Is that what we're used to? No. So we know it opens left. And the last thing that we have to know is p. And in this particular problem, what is p? And how do you know it's 3? 4 times 3 equals 12. Good. So if this is the vertex right here and we know it opens left, so like that, where's the focus? 0, 3. So up here. So over here. Oh, negative 3, 0. I know I'm being so picky. Where's the directrix? It's a point right here. It's a line right here. Which axis is it crossing? X equals 3. And where's my axis of symmetry? So the x-axis. So y equals 0. Got it? This one opens down. It has a vertex at 1, 4. And the vertex is 2 units from the focus. Well, it opens down. The vertex is at 1, 4. And it's 2 units from the focus. So the vertex is at 1, 4. And it opens down. And the vertex is 2 units from the focus. So where's the focus? 1, 2. I need the equation. It opens up or down, so what does it start with? Y equals? What's my focus? 1, 2. It's 2 units from the vertex, so what's my p-value? P is 2, and you figured that out because you counted, right? Okay. So 1 over 8, but we have to make sure it's a negative 1 over 8 because it's opening down, right? And then what? X minus 1 squared plus 4. This one's different because it doesn't have a vertex at the origin, right? But we talked quite a bit about it yesterday, didn't we? Okay. Any questions about it? We good? Passes through the point 0, negative 24, and has a vertex at negative 6, negative 12. Here's what I want you to know. I'm going to keep going even after the bell rings. We had quite a bit of technical difficulties today, so I have this example and one more example for you to have in the video that will be on Classroom as soon as I get it finished and uploaded, okay? But when the bell rings, I'm going to keep going. When the bell rings, you guys get up and leave like you know you're supposed to, okay? Like you know you're allowed to. If it passes through the point 0, negative 24, and it has a vertex of negative 6, negative 12, where should I start? If I know this, where should I start? If I know this, where should I start? Vertex form. Y equals 1 over 4p, or A, like we talked about yesterday, right? Right here. X minus what? Oh, x plus 6 squared minus 12. Right? Now what? Am I done with the equation? What don't I know? I don't know A, but I do know a point that it passes through, so I do know an X and a Y. Does that make sense? Okay. So if I know an X and a Y, I'm going to go ahead and plug in X and Y to try to find A. And I'm going to solve this equation for A. So negative 24 equals, does anybody know what 0 plus 6 is? 6 squared? So 36A minus 12. So add 12. So negative 12 equals 36A. When I divide both sides by 36, A is negative 1/3. I got to go back up here to this equation that I started with, not knowing a, and now I just got to fill in a. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 6 squared minus 12. Does that make sense? Any questions about it? Okay. One more example, example 9. I'm going to tell you that the x-intercepts are at negative 16 and negative 2. And it passes through negative 18, 72. Where do you think we should start? If we know the intercepts. Yeah, intercept form for sure. Okay? Y equals a times x plus 16 times x plus 2, right? Okay? What do I do with this? What does this help me find? The a. So it's the same as this example we just did. It's just starting with a different form, right? So y is 72. I don't know a yet. X is negative 18. X is negative 18. 72 equals a times negative 2 times negative 16, right? What is negative 2 times negative 16? 32. So 32a. If I divide 32 on both sides, a equals what? So 2.25. So where do I go back to? Right there. And I just have to rewrite it by substituting in a. Y equals 2.25 times x plus 16 times x plus 2. Questions? I'm sorry I put in that nonsense about having to go through the bell. I was looking at my watch incorrectly. Please forgive me. Do you have any questions on any of these examples I've done for you today? Why did I get the graph paper out if all we're doing is writing equations? Because it helps some people see it. It helps them see what's happening. Yeah? But is it required? No. Okay? So where is your homework? Online, your textbook. Okay? Make sure you're writing your work, showing me that tomorrow when you get here. And otherwise, I hope you have a good day. Yeah?